Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Where we left off last time, we're about to head to Port Llast. I did some shopping between videos and picked up our characters, of course. I'll show you our main character in a second here, because he's the only real one, or one that really matters, I should say. And here we are in the illustrious Port Llast. Watch where you step, you might get some of the local culture on your boots. God, Sand, you hold your nose so high it's a wonder you don't wear your hat on it. I don't even know what that means, my dear, but I'm sure as far as your local expressions go, it's quite quaint and charmingly ignorant. The sooner we're out of this stinkhole, the better. What now? We should find Hieromos as quickly as we can. He can grant us access to Ember, and hopefully we can find some clues there. Asking some of the locals couldn't hurt either, after we speak to Hieromos, of course. Agreed, they may have seen something, and as long as we use simple words, we may be able to get some information out of them. I'll try to sort through what we find as we discover it, but check with me if you're ever curious about all we've gathered. I'll have enough good sense for when we have enough to bring to trial. Alright, thanks for coming along. The pleasure is all mine. As exceptional as my skills are, it's good to see them put to good use. We gain some influence with our sand. We're going to talk to some people, but we're not going to buy anything at their shops. Hail, friend. Care for a look at Haljar Throndor's wares? Do you happen to know what happened in Ember? Haven't heard much more than the rumors. Though that idiot Elgon claims to have been there. Even fought the attackers, he says. Pfft. Who's Elgon? Port Llast's resident braggart. He is always boasting of deeds done and dragons slain. Mind you, no one has ever seen him do anything but talk. Man can't handle a butter knife, much less a stout blade. I took pity, and tried to teach him a few tricks, but he was hopeless. A braggart, eh? Beware of men telling wild tales. If lies are repeated enough times, people will believe them. We may wish to visit this Elgon and make sure he's not telling stories about Ember. Can't talk today, damn. He asks, what do you have to say? What do you got? He has armor. Do you have helmets? I need a helmet. I don't really need anything else. We did some shopping between videos already. That's just a crappy shield. We also have 34 armor now, which is pretty good. What is this Chandra helm? Sorcerer spells. How pointless for us. Imaskari shield, though, that is fancy. Actually, that's really fancy. Can you use tower shields?
It is time everyone march behind me, your new glorious leader.
She does. Oh, she does have tower shield proficiency. How much is that shield? It's probably really good compared to what she's using. The Imaskari shield is 13,000. We have money. Although, she's using a good shield already.
Yes.
Kinda. What's her armor? She has 25 armor.
What's going on?
I mean, it's good enough. She's fine. I'll buy her shield later if we need to. Although the Imaskari shield is quite good. We're gonna skip the merchants in this town. We don't really need any of their stuff. Let's go talk to, Nodwab and Leva. They appear to be halflings. Oh, the almighty Wendersnaven. The Wendersnaven, yes. Who are the Wendersnaven? The Wendersnaven see all, but none can see them. I see, yes, they see. Yes, but who are the Wendersnaven? The Wendersnaven know all, but none know them. Yes, none know, but we know, yes? No. Oh. You are both clearly insane. Maybe we should put these two fools in a room with Aldenon. This chattering madness is something I would like to subject Grobnar to, if only to make him understand what it's like to listen to him. That's true, we should bring Grobnar here, actually, at some point. We'll talk to Naya and see if she has any information for us, but she's a store owner, first and foremost. Careful there, watch the Wyrm Sage. I ought to tidy up, but there's never time. What are you talking about? Wyrm Sage, that's used as a reagent in certain spells. So what? It's used to prevent the dead from rising, if I recall correctly. Yes, that's right, you have an eye for the obscure. Do you know anything about Duskwood? Duskwood is highly resistant to magic, useful in shields and a number of weapons. It's also why Luskan sees control of Ember's trade. Does Port Llast have an undead problem? No, it's Ember. A little village north of here, the people were slaughtered horribly. If their bodies are intended, they'll return as undead. It's only a matter of time. I've not been to Ember since the massacre, but I've heard that the bodies are rotting where they fell. Why haven't they been buried? Ember is in Luskan territory, and the Luskans haven't bothered. Not that I'd expect anything less from Luskan. Surely you can see that this is a crime. Those corpses mustn't be left to rot, nor should innocent souls be condemned to torment. Perhaps you could help. You seem like a hardy sort. Alright, what do you need me to do? I knew you would understand. Look here. This is a worm sage extract mixed with some other reagents. You need only sprinkle the bodies with this extract. If any souls remain trapped within, their negative energies will be suppressed, and they will be free to pass beyond this world. An overly dramatic description and assumption, if the properties of souls. But she is correct. With the worm sage will serve to fight the necromantic arts. Here, take this bag. Sprinkle a pinch of powder over each corpse you find, and that should be enough to put the spirits to rest. I'll wait here for your return. Well, fine then. I'll go deal with that problem later. Who are you, Port Llast guard? You there, stop right where you are. Get out of my way, I've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong except murdering a village full of innocents. I said get out of my way. We're not leaving until justice is done. Well, I can see you want to fight. You got one. You'll find we're a bit more challenging than unarmed villagers. Not by much. Did I just hear the sound of a cat? Put up your weapons. What's going on here? These guards blamed me for Ember, and they wanted revenge. Damn it, I know they lost family there, but I never thought they'd forsake duty for misguided vengeance. We'll inform Heromos of what happened here. You're free to go, but don't cause any more trouble. No promises. Do what I want. Ooh, a healer's kit. Very nice. Healer's kits are always good to get. One sec, I just have to check something. Okay, good. Just wanted to check to make sure something with the volume was fine. No big deal. Everything is all good in the hood, as it were. Alright, Tavern. Falgor, who are you? Welcome to the Alliance Arms. What can I help you with? Can you tell me anything about what happened at Ember? I can tell you plenty, but whether any of it's truth, well, that remains to be seen. What have you heard? Take this rumor for a start. Some folks say it was the beasts of Duskwood that savaged Ember. Revenge for disturbing their nests or some such. Frankly, I'm inclined to believe that one. Port Llast had a bit of a werewolf problem not long ago. Wouldn't surprise me if there's more hanging about. I can handle a few werewolves. There was this Luskan woman sniffing around a while back. According to her, some adventurer strolled into town and slaughtered everyone just for chuckles. Nothing but lies come out of Luskan lips, so you can ignore that one. That's just my opinion, though. I understand. Actually, anything else? Then there's Elgon, one of my regulars. He claims he was there and saw the whole thing. I wouldn't exactly call him a liar, but he's always talking about his adventures, which conveniently happen when nobody else is around. Other than Elgon, you don't know what happened, or you don't happen to know anyone else that saw what happened at the village? Well, Heromos seems to have a guest staying with him nowadays, with guards and all. Could be one of the attackers, more likely a survivor. Heromos? First Captain Heromos. I ought to say. Closest thing to a mayor we've got, except without the troublesome election bit. You'll find him at the garrison. Where can I find Elgon? Head on over to the common room. He's probably telling the story for the 100th time. Alright, Elgon. I was there in Ember, so let's go see what you have to say for yourself. I had just lined up my arrow on the deer when I heard a growl. I turned back, and there was the biggest, blackest wolf I'd ever seen coming right at me. Lucky for me, I had my enchanted dagger with me. With its jaws only inches from my throat, I lunged, and with a quick twist of the blade, I cut out the beast's heart. Ooh! I was a bit tired after all this fun in the Duskwoods, so I decided to head into Ember to rest up. That's when I smelled the smoke. I ran there as quickly as I could, and what did I see? The village in flames. The defenseless people being slaughtered by cruel and evil men. There were dozens of attackers, heavily armed, aided by foul creatures, demons, I think. So what did you do? The only thing I could do, I attacked. I cut down 2 of them before they knew I was there, but the others, seeing what a threat I was, ganged up on me. I slew several of them, snuck up from behind and knocked me unconscious. The enemy must have thought me dead, because when I awoke, they were gone. Yet hardly a scratch on 'em, a tale well worth its weight in words, no doubt. And what of Ember? Sadly, I was too late. Everyone was dead, so there was little more I could do, and I returned to Port Llast. At least you tried, Elgon. This man is clearly a fool, but it is his audience that concerns me. Such tales could be used against us. We should question this Elgon and see about the facts of his tale. I haven't seen you around before, just passing through. Haljal said you can barely manage a blade, yet you managed to kill many of these attackers. What? He's wrong. I didn't need his training. I learned to fight somewhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me. Farewell for now. He's a slippery one. Let's ask around town and see if anyone else can help us shed some light on some of his more flamboyant statements. Back again, I'm sure I can spare some time for you. Let's talk about Ember. Did you see who led the attack on Ember? Regretfully, I didn't, otherwise he'd be the first I cut down. Really? Let's talk about Ember. You saw what happened there? I did. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more to stop it. With a rotund frame like you have, it's a wonder the enemy was able to get close to you at all. Gods, man. You look like you had swallowed Ember, not saved it. It's a miracle you survived. Indeed, Timora was watching over me that day. We just called him a fatty. Kalindra. Or Cylindra, maybe. Many pardons, but I have a lot on my mind. Are you waiting for somebody? My partner, Bradbury. He is 2 days late for our meeting. He's a northerner and a fool, but he's good with pick and wedge, and has brought much silver to my house. I was planning on taking him to Alm with me, but he heard tell of valuable ore in Duskwood. If I see him, I'll let him know you're waiting. He's hard to miss if you see him. His hair is bright orange like flame blooms in the desert. Just tell him I'm still waiting. Okay, fair enough. I will work on that too. Malin, you're the only other named person in the room, it looks like. You're not from around here. Planning on staying a while or just passing through? I'm investigating the murderers in Ember. What's to investigate? The village is destroyed and everyone's dead. Could have been brigands or gods, knows what's else. But a Lord's justice won't bring those villagers back to life. Do you know of anyone who witnessed the attack on Ember? Maybe. 3 days gone, I was passing south through the Duskwood when I spied a column of smoke. I'd say it was coming from the ridge just above Duskwood Grove. Could have been some traveler stopping for the night, or it could be that someone's made a home for themselves. There's a cave up there, and a good spot for a camp. Either way, the grove is an hour's walk from Ember, maybe less. Whoever's up there may have seen what happened to the village. Well, thank you. Just watch your back. The grove's not known for being particularly friendly to strangers, and if somebody's made a home on that ridge, well, could be they're just crazy. You better hope it's as simple as that. Well, farewell, thank you. You are very helpful. You. Who's the woman by the fire? Oh, that's Malin. She's a ranger, I hear. Blows into town every now and then. She knows the Duskwood well enough. That's the talk anyway. Oops. I hit a button. Let's go back and talk to him about Ember again. Ember again. Oh wait, we already talked to him about that. Okay, let's go see if we can talk to anyone else about Elgon. See if anyone else can be like, he is a liar. Which we well know, but we need some people to back us up on that one. Let's go see who we can find. Naya, maybe. Nope, she is just only here for sales. I mean, I guess we could talk to Yask and Throndor again. I love that name. Nope. Nope. Why does power attack turn off in combat, or when I talk to people? That's weird. It turns on instantly when I'm done, but still. Also, we don't have Inspire Courage on, which is not very inspirational for us. Alright, what else is in this town? Not a whole lot, really. There's a dock worker. Nobody's at the dock, though. Port Llast guard standing in front of what appears to be a barn, but is probably, like, something important. Wait, what's this? Something's happening here. No excuses, I want my money back. Okay, they have nothing to say. It was just a NPC conversation. Nothing that we need to involve ourselves with. Port Llast garrison's right there. I guess we can go talk to them. Because there's not much else to do in town, apparently. Let's go see what they have to say. Hello? Hello, Haremos.
I'm surprised you have the courage to show your face here. A lot of people here had friends in Ember. If they find out who you are...
Think what you want, I need answers. Actually, anyone who interferes with me is going to regret it.
Is that so? And how did the people of Ember interfere with you? You're free to conduct your business here, but you'll be watched. If you have questions, ask them now. I'm a busy man.
Falgor said there's somebody staying here, a survivor from Ember.
Falgor said that, did he? That's none of his affair, nor is it any of yours.
I'd like to speak to the witness.
Out of the question. She's been through enough. And besides, you won't like what she has to say.
Diplomacy. I need to speak with all the witnesses, no matter what they have to say about me.
Very well. You may question the witness, but you shall do it in my presence. Bring the girl here.
Fair enough.
Captain.
Chandra? Chandra, is that you? Elaine, you survived. Thank the gods.
Chandra! It was horrible. They butchered everyone.
Elaine, it's all right. Shh. Look, I brought people to help. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You! Chandra, it's him! Why would you bring him here?
I'm responsible for many things, but Ember isn't one of them.
I saw you murder those people.
No, Elaine, it's not true.
I know what I saw. They had no weapons. Some even surrendered. But he...
We're here to help you, not hurt you.
That's right, Elaine. We're here to help, all right?
It was trade season, and the shipments into Ember had fallen off. I had decided to trade along the south roads. When I came back to Ember, I heard the screams and saw the smoke. I left my wagon and went into town. That's when I saw the bodies. I saw him kill the quartermaster while he was on his knees, begging for his life.
You saw this man here do the killing blow? And was it just him? And where did he...
Sand!
We don't have all year, girl. Nor do I have the patience when the trail of these killers grows colder.
There were others, but I didn't see them closely. I ran as hard as I could to Port Llast, and they took me in. But you did do it.
Or someone that looked the part. There are many magics that can cloak one's appearance, even allow one to change shape.
I know what I saw.
Diplomacy. Don't you think it's a possibility that it was somebody else disguised as me?
No.
Oh.
And nothing you say will convince me otherwise.
Who else was there besides me? Were any of my companions there?
You had about a dozen of your friends with you. But I don't recognize anyone with you now.
A dozen, you say? Interesting. Do go on.
So you didn't see a dwarf, a gnome, or half-demon girl?
Well, no. I believe they were all human.
Well, considering that those two and the gnome account for at least half of us, that might seed some doubt.
More than half in spirit.
Yes, you keep telling yourself that.
But you could have just hired others.
Yes, my dear. But as your hesitation suggests, why would anyone do that when they have trusted allies who would follow one anywhere, despite their common sense? No offense.
None taken. How did you manage to get away if you got close enough to identify me?
I don't know. I just started running. I guess they didn't notice me.
You were lucky, Or perhaps they let you escape.
That's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, Elaine.
I'm sorry to have put you through this, Elaine. Guard, please see that she reaches her quarters safely.
Listen to me. If we can get her to work for us, her story of tears will sway the court in our favor.
Elaine's not some tool, Sand. She's just survived the massacre of her town, which someone caused to get to us.
Girl, if we do not use your friend, the Luskins will, and they will use her testimony to kill our friend here. So, please dispense with your convenient morality. Either we use her or they do.
If I can find a way to use her, I will. If she dies as a result, so be it.
Fine, whatever it takes. When you and Sand get done stepping all over the little people to get what you want, be sure to remind yourselves what you were fighting for.
Me? I'm fighting for me. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing this whole time. I don't know why you would think any differently. Alright,
What brings you before me?
I have more questions. What do you know about Black Garius?
A Luskin archmage of some power. Not someone you want to cross. Like many of the Arcane Brotherhood, Black Garius aspires to rule, regardless of what harm it may cause.
I think you will find that attitude common among most of the Huss Tower, and Garius in particular.
What worries me is that he may succeed.
Why do you say such a thing?
He's amassing power at a pace I dislike. I suspect his brothers are beginning to grow wary of him.
What makes you think so?
Followers flock to his side like vultures to a battlefield. Two, in particular, keep me awake at night.
Which two?
The woman Torio Claven and that giant Lorne.
Ah, and so the pretty little circle reveals itself.
Torio you might know as Luskin's ambassador to Neverwinter. A treacherous snake, that one. The other one, Lorne, lacks Torio's guile, but compensates for it with brute force. He's a savage fighter and extremely good with a blade. I suspect he handles most of Garius's dirty work.
Probably. Luskin is a threat to you, isn't it?
Of course. The Luskins would lay claim to our harbor for their warships. Having secured such a prominent location, they could mount a swift attack on Neverwinter. Or Waterdeep, for that matter. They talk of a peaceful coexistence, but I know their words to be false. Luskin's difficulties with Ruithim may have come at a fortunate time. As long as Luskin is at war with their island neighbor, they cannot turn their attention elsewhere.
Luskin lacks the power to defeat Waterdeep in combat. It would be such a massacre. Imagine... So Luskin is pretty heavily magical. Like, they have the Hoss Towers, which is... There's 5 towers in total, and they have some decent mages. But, Waterdeep has a couple chosen of Mystra, as well as many, many archmages, and normal mages, of course. They also have a city of about 1 million people. In Faerun, that's the biggest city in the world. So their standing forces are just huge as well. They also have the Faceless Lords of Waterdeep, although not all of them are hidden Lords of Waterdeep, maybe it is. And also they have vested interest in Skullport directly below them, so any sort of attack from Luskin would be a devastating loss for whoever attacked. Alright, we need to talk to someone else about Elgon. Actually, you know what? We should go back and talk to the captain one more time. We should ask him what he knows about Ember. I don't think I chose that option. So yeah, if Luskin attacked Waterdeep, that would be a staggeringly stupid move on their part. They would get crushed. It would just be an annihilation.
What brings you before me?
What can you tell me of Port Llast?
No common magistrate with idle time to chatter about village life. I'll be happy to discuss the finer points of Port Llast with you when you're no longer a suspected mass murderer.
Do I worry you?
No, I have more important things to worry about.
Alright then. No one else to talk to in here? Okay. Well, we're leaving. So... yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, my character is... What are you doing? That is not the fastest path to where I clicked. Anyways, we are mass murderers. I mean, in the game, we are legit mass murderers. We've killed lots of people. Like a lot. That being said, we haven't killed any town folk in Ember anyways. Let's go see if anyone else has it, or let's see if we can confront Elgon about any other parts of his story so far. Let's talk about Ember. I spoke with a survivor. I heard there were only about a dozen attackers at Ember. Nothing was mentioned about demons. A survivor? Well, that's good news. With all the smoke, I'm sure I could have been mistaken. Tricks on the eyes and all that. Now, if you'll excuse me, farewell for now. Apparently we don't... Oops, I didn't actually mean to close the kitchen door. Do you have anything to say? Nope. We'll work on that. You don't have anything to say yet either. So let's go to Duskwood for now. I think we need to get more information about Ember before we can shut Elgon up. But that's going to be in the next video. This was a very talky heavy video, so hopefully next one they'll get some combat in there. But for now, I am going to call it a video. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.